Hey guys, me Dave. It's 4/17/2021. So I thought I'd do a little video. Not a whole lot going on. I'll talk a little bit about targeting, but there's other things going on. You know, I got my payment loan payment information from the truck. There's a lot of questions I should have asked before I financed and all this stuff, but keep in mind that I had good credit, but I didn't. I'm kind of. I haven't had a car payment in 13 years and stuff, so it was very difficult for me to get financed. But there are people that finance people like me with high interest. So the interest on my car loan is 23%. Can you believe that? And I figured out my mileage. I'm getting 12 miles a gallon in town in that truck. So, you try to save money, and then you end up spending more money. You try to save, and you think you're getting ahead, and all this stuff, and it just, something else comes up, and you're not getting ahead at all. It always happens like that. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about, but so took the dogs out and all this stuff. Okay, now I'm kind of going to targeting. All right, so they kind of been laying off me on the weapons. Like I said before, I'm still getting remote neural monitoring and manipulation and stuff like that. People are verifying their technology all over the place. They do certain things to verify. They bang. They, basically bang stuff, to verify and stuff. But there's been, I'm telling you, I grew up in this neighborhood. We never locked our doors. We used to play hide and go seek until midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning. With my friends when we were older. It was so fun. It was kind of like hide and go seek type of game that we would play in the neighborhood. We'd hide in the bushes, up in trees, and it was just a blast. We'd go home and change into black clothing or dark clothing and play hide and go seek type of game during the night until late at night. When we were kids, nobody locked their doors. We didn't have anything to worry about. This wasn't a crime infested neighborhood like it is now. All right. So they've been having people around the neighborhood. Okay. So ever since I mentioned meth heads, they've been having those types of people around that look like they could be those people. All right. I was coming back from taking Max to the park yesterday, and there was a guy and a girl. They were obviously a couple walking down. The guy was walking down the street like a big thug and all this stuff, badass and everything. I'm telling you, the guy's cheeks were so sunken in his face, and he had pits all over his face and all this stuff. And his girlfriend too, sunken in. They were wearing hoodies and hide their face and all this stuff. That's the kind of people they use to intimidate. So you'll be afraid of these people. I don't want to mess with these people. I don't want to mess with them. They could have a weapon. They could set you up in all this stuff. I don't mess with crazy people like that. It's not worth it. I'm not. It's just not worth it. So they've been having those kind of people around, looking at me, staring at me, and all this stuff. I'm not doing it. I'm not messing with these people. I'm not gonna mess with these people and get mad and all this stuff. It's just not worth it. You know, I don't know. These people that run my program, I think the guy's an idiot. He doesn't know when to stop. He just keeps on going and going and going until what? Until you end up in the hospital. Until what? Are one of these people gonna touch me? I don't know what. They use these people. They don't know what state of mind they're in. They don't care. And they tell them, oh, you can do anything you want. You can, whatever, and you can get away with it and all this stuff. you know, I just don't believe that. I don't believe that. I think there would be a big problem if some of these people touch us, you know, um, and stuff. Now, oh, I hate to go into, I'm not going to go into it. It's just, I think, you know, people kind of get mad when I talk about it. I think people are watching out for me and looking out for me and all this stuff. People say they're just going to kill us, they're going to fry our brain and all this stuff. Well, when's that going to happen? They've been saying this for years, all right? That's another thing I want to go into. I'll go into this in a minute. But, okay, so, you know, people say they're putting the fear in us, okay? And they think we're not in reality or something, or we're afraid of what's going to happen and all this stuff. People are putting the fear of death in us. That's not the case, you guys. That's not the case. I've heard stories, whether they're true or not, I've heard them from perps. So I don't necessarily believe it, okay? But in my program, I know somebody's looking out for me and all this stuff, right? And I think for some of us that's true. But we have people out there saying they're going to kill us, they're going to fry our brain, they're going to set us up, they're going to do all this stuff. Well, that's not true. It's not true. So I wouldn't listen to those people that put the fear of death in you. You might as well just not get out of bed and just lay in bed and wait to die then, if you know what I mean. Don't listen to those people. Live every day like it's your last, and get out there and enjoy the outdoors and stuff like that. Okay, now I want to talk about something. This is what I was going to talk about the other night. It's kind of important. I want to discredit. I hate to say it, but I want to discredit some TIs out there because they're full of shit and they're putting the fear of death in us. Okay, so. Okay, there's people out there that say all kinds of things. We have people reading into Agenda 21. We have people reading into the Illuminati. We have people reading into this virus is a big hoax. It goes on and on. TIs jump on this bandwagon. Okay, they've been doing this for years and years and years. And nothing happens. Everything they say that's going to happen, nothing happens. Nothing happens. And they make videos and all this stuff, and they talk about this stuff, and nothing happens, okay? Alright? They're not going to keep us in a cage and not let us go across state lines. They're not going to, if you don't get the virus, they're not going to lock you up and so you can't go across state lines. They're not going to throw us in a FEMA camp. Okay, FEMA camp, if you do research on FEMA camp, it is a conspiracy theory, okay? Somebody mentioned there was a big FEMA camp in Alaska. I did research on that. I couldn't find any information on that. People say that they're going to throw us in FEMA camps if we don't go along with this technology and all this stuff. That's not true, you guys. It's totally not true. It's all bullshit, It's all bullshit, So we can go across state lines. We can go anywhere we want, you guys. We may get tortured a little bit, but we can go anywhere we want. We're free to do whatever we want, okay? They may throw a roadblock in the road, and make it harder for you to do, but we can do things. We are free. They didn't take away our rights. They can't take away our rights, okay? If you let them, maybe they will. I don't know. Okay, so they're not gonna, FEMA camps, it's a conspiracy theory. It's all bullshit. They're not gonna throw us in FEMA camps. They're not gonna keep us from going across state lines. That's all bullshit. This isn't Agenda 21. Do you see where I'm going with this? There's a lot of bullshit out there. These people been peddling their bullshit for years and years and years. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. When is all this gonna happen? When is it gonna happen? When is it gonna happen? When? They've been saying this for years. Okay? Now, I think there's some TIs out there that bring trouble on themselves. They bring it on themselves, you guys. They're getting their ass kicked by this program, and they totally bring it on themselves. They're bringing it on themselves, okay? Now, we got some TIs out there talking crazy talk and saying this is a pandemic, and it's all this, it's that, blah, blah, blah. I don't know anything about that. I'm not getting into that talk. It's conspiracy talk. It discredits us and all this stuff. And some of these people have to go get a psych evaluation because they're talking crazy talk on their videos. So they talk crazy talk. I tried to talk about the facts on my program or on my videos. These other people have been talking about the same thing for years and years and years, and they can't move on. They can't move on. They're the biggest victims in the world. They can't move on. They can't move on. They can't move into another program where they kind of let you go. They kind of let you go sometimes. They even Dr. Duncan said that. You get to a point where they kind of let you go. Even Duncan said that in an interview on a video. But there's people out there that make themselves the biggest victims in the world. They don't know how to move ahead. They don't go out and do anything. They don't enjoy life. They don't do nothing. And they're giving advice on how to beat this program. They don't know how to beat this program. They're the biggest victims in the world. I would not recommend listening to these people. It just... So we got some TIs talking nonsense out there. They're talking about the FEMA camps. We can't go across state lines. This is Agenda 21 and all this stuff. They've been saying this for years. When is this shit gonna happen? I'm sick of these people. I'm telling you, because they're telling lies. They're making shit up as they go. They don't know anything. Where is the proof? Where's the proof? They're peddling their bullshit to people, and people buy their bullshit. It's like, get over it already. Get over it, So I just want to say that's kind of aimed at those people. I'm sorry for that. I'm not trying to be mean. It's just they're fooling us, and they're scaring TIs. They're scaring TIs. If you're a new TI and you come across some video and they say they're going to kill you, fry your brain and all this stuff, which they said to me on V2K, it was all lies. It's bullshit. Okay? When is it going to happen? Do it to me then. Do it. Get it over with then. I don't think that's the goal of my program. We have some TIs in their 70s. Okay? They've been targets for 20, 25 years. And, they're getting hit, but they're not trying to get them to commit suicide. They're not trying to get rid of them, So, just there's a lot of BS out there from TIs out there. I just think people should be aware of that because we don't know what's going to happen. These people don't know what's going to happen. They think they know, but they've been saying it for years. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. When is all this stuff gonna happen? When? And I'll tell you a little secret. Okay, now when Trump was in office about the virus. This is about the virus. When Trump was in office, he was warned at the beginning, January. When was it? January. How long have we been going through this? We've been going through this for a year already. January of 2020, Trump was warned that this could be a pandemic. and he chose to do nothing about it. This could have all been prevented if they would have acted, you know. So blame Trump. It's all Trump's fault, you know. People are like, oh, they stole the election. Well, they didn't steal anything, man. You know, Trump was an idiot. He didn't, you know, I mean, I don't know why people, especially TIs, why are they for him? I wrote to Trump and they sent my letter to a mental health place. Wake up, you know, not you guys at all. Some of these TIs, you know, it's like they need to wake up a little bit. Trump wasn't for us. He did nothing for us in the last 4 years. You know? So anyway, I'm going to cut this off. I'm sorry for making a video like this. I just get upset because I think people are spreading lies and misinformation out there trying to scare the shit out of us. You know, when that might not be true. It might not be true, you guys. So anyway, I'm going to cut this off. You guys have a good night. I'll talk to you later.